The soul of a newly born baby is marked for life by the pattern of the stars at the moment it comes into the world, unconsciously remembers it, and remains sensitive to the return of configurations of a similar kind. Johann Kepler. That's the guy.
I recognize that name.
Yeah.
Where do I recognize that name from, though? I think it may have been in that book, The Holographic Universe. I'm not going to lie.
Probably. He has a lot to do with astrology and sort of shit like that.
Astrology. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw that. I was like, boom, that's the guy. I talk about him a little bit later, just like in passing, but I was like, fucking perfect.
That's actually kind of a cool quote if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's almost like the cosmos has something to do with you.
Right? The cosmos, your moms are always like, I brought you into this world and I'll take you out of it. Cosmos, like, once you die, I'm coming for what's mine.
Yeah.
It's you.
You're going to be space dust, I tell you what.
From dust we come, and from dust we shall remain, or some whatever the fuck shit they say. I don't know.
Yeah, who said that one?
I don't know.
I recognize that too.
Right? See?
This is why I need to start reading a lot more.
And I totally butchered whatever that quote's supposed to be, but you get the point.
So yeah, as we are getting into today, we're going to get into astrology.
Yeah.
Or what? Astrology, the study of what? Because ology is usually the study of.
The study of, yeah.
But
the study of the astros.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But we all just, astrology.
Astrology.
Mm-hmm. All right, but let's just get right into it. We're going to get, start moving pretty quickly. Might be a short episode considering, just because astrology is astrology. Stones.
It's all bullshit and doesn't matter anyway. Woo! I'm just kidding.
Some people believe in that shit.
No. I like it. I don't
I like the philosophical ideas of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Happy Chinese New Year, everyone. Year of the Dragon. You're the dragon.
I got one of those, but it's over here. I can't show you.
You gotta hike that sleeve all the way.
Like, way the fuck up.
I am Michael Lee.
And I'm Matt.
And roll that intro, baby.
Big Effin Nerds. Somebody open this fucking pit up.
Oh, dude, I open the pit up a lot.
I bet.
In EDM, like dubstep areas, I'll just be over here in the fucking rave, just like, open this bitch up. I fucking love doing that when I was at Ultra Music Festival Croatia. I'd just be like, and everyone else would be like, yeah, open the pit up, yeah. They start doing the build up, you're like, oh.
Everyone loves to open the pit up, dude.
It's an exciting moment.
It's go time.
I love the initiation when we get new people into the pit and just like, all right, you ready for this?
Push them in,
and then 3, 2, 1, boom. Yeah, dude, fucking sick.
You know, it was funny when we went one of the last few, it was some years ago, but show I went to with a friend of ours and his little brother at the time. And his little brother, me and our friend were like, let's go in the pit. Fucking hell yeah, it's been a while. And his little brother had never been in one. We're like, bro, you gotta come get in the pit. And he was like, I don't want to get hit in the face. And we're like, you're not gonna get hit in the face. Don't be a bitch.
Typically in the mosh pits too, they'll like, if you legitimately get fucking swung on, they'll be like, whoa.
Yeah.
And they'll take you out of the pit.
Oh, like in that pit I'm talking about, I was in, we were fucking going ham in a circle. And I saw this little like 90-pound soaking wet blonde chick fall down. Mm-hmm. And I, under her armpits, just picked her up and then just
tossed her to the crowd.
Just like picked her up and was like, here you go. And then just
you guys used her as a beach ball, don't lie. Fucking she's so light. She's just
and then she flew away off to some other pit.
Oh fuck!
Off to another pit.
She's like a lost balloon.
And then she flies over like the railing of the stadium.
Fucking ridiculous.
But the point of that story, his little brother didn't want to get hit in the face. Right? You're not gonna get hit in the face.
Right.
Me and him go in the pit. I do some rounds. I notice he's not in there anymore. I come out. He's on his, got his hands on his knees, fucking like bends over, and I'm like, "You okay, bro?" And he's like, I just got hit in the face. Fucking him. He's not even mad. He's laughing. He's like, God damn it! I just got hit in the fucking face.
I just said I don't want to.
He's like, don't tell him.
That's actually hella
Like,
funny.
guess it was a good thing your brother didn't come because he.
Yeah. Speaking of getting hit in the face.
That one had some hate behind it.
Some stinger. A little stinger.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Hitler's birth chart predicted his future.
Sorry, I just didn't expect Hitler fucking first word being your fact, and I was like, what?
That's why I said I didn't want to tell you anything because I was like, oh, this fact's going to get him a little bit.
All right, start that over again.
So Hitler's birth chart predicted his future. An astrologer predicted that someone born on 20th of April 1889 would rise to power. That someone was Adolf Hitler. An attempted assassination of Hitler was also predicted by Swiss astrologer Karl Kraft. For predicting the unfortunate event, Kraft was arrested by the swastika peoples. I don't know if they get all sensitive when you say that word.
YouTube's weird about saying it, so.
YouTube is really weird about saying it. Don't know why. It's a part of history. Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Nazis. So they were arrested by the Nazis. After realizing the astrologer was innocent, the minister of propaganda, Goebbels,
yeah.
hired Kraft as the Nazis' in-house astrologer. Weird. You get arrested by them, and then you're like, matter of fact,
Bring him on board.
yeah.
Bring him on. Well, they were into some pretty weird shit.
Yeah. That
As
is
we
also
learned,
true.
like hunting for the Holy Grail and the Ark of the Covenant and all that shit.
Yeah. Indiana Jones.
I mean, they're in all the fucking movies.
They are.
There's always that, hello, Mr. Jones. You know?
According to Astrology Cosmos, it was Kraft's astrological forecast that led Hitler to start the successful Operation Barbarossa attack.
Barbarossa?
Or no, it says Barbarossa.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Anyway, yeah.
Barbarossa, I think, isn't that something Caribbean? Barbarossa.
Yeah,
I feel like
probably.
it's something Caribbean.
Probably. That just sounded familiar. Like, I probably heard of that, but I was getting confused with something else.
But yeah,
Never said I was a smart man. Just a man.
I'm just a boy.
Just a man. Making his way through the galaxy. Like my father before me.
And his father before him. And his father before him.
That's
And his father before
Broba
him.
Fat, everybody.
And his father before him.
Shut the fuck up.
Broken record. And his father before him.
And his father.
Now you gotta do the podcast by yourself.
Fuck.
All right, Matt. Give me some of that good old history.
You want some history of astrology?
Yeah, let's see. How did this become a thing?
Okay, so let me tell you. Astrology was born in the 2nd millennium BCE, when Babylonians first looked to the stars to predict a variety of weather and political matters.
Political matters.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All
Okay.
kinds of, whatever. Should we invade, the neighboring country next month? Yes.
They did use like the cosmos as like their telltale sign to, hey, we need to go do this, or there's something going to be brought to this world that is going to change everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early astrology wasn't really so much about personal horoscopes like we know today. It was way more basic, with symbols like the shellfish being attached to the stars to remind people what season they were in.
Shellfish being I
don't know, they just said shellfish. I don't know if it's like I know when I think shellfish, I just think of fucking like Cloyster or whatever from Pokemon, fucking Shelder or whatever the fuck the purple one is.
Yeah.
With the mwah tongue.
Yeah.
All I think of is that.
I was thinking, but it was like a constellation, right? Okay.
Yeah, it's a constellation. They use that so they can look at them and go, oh, it's fucking this season, harvest season, whatever the fuck. Gods were also associated with a specific, I don't know why I'm struggling with words today, with specific combinations of planets and stars, and natural phenomena were seen as messages from the gods, and as astrologists interpreted them. What's God trying to say today?
I have also seen, because I know you said the 2nd millennia, I've also seen that it's possible the 4th millennia BCE.
when it like first showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, people have been looking at the stars since we had the ability to look up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they had a way better view. Way better view of the stars.
For sure.
They didn't have to deal with light pollution.
I mean, even if like you're in your house and there's like, you know, you got a fucking torch, just go outside a little bit away from it. And, oh, look, it's all there.
I can't even imagine the view that they had, man.
Dude.
Majestic.
To say the least, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. No, not even
nope.
that.
We look up and see like 8. We're like, wow, stars are really out tonight. Sick.
Look, there's Orion's belt.
I think.
There's the Big Dipper. Where's the little one? Oh,
I don't know. Guess you didn't feel like coming today. So, Western horoscopic astrology debuted in the late 2nd century BCE in the Mediterranean region, and this is where the 12 signs in Western astrology were solidified.
Really? It was that early?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah, like I mentioned to you a little bit earlier, all these like signs really tie to like ancient Greek myths and shit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like Taurus is like, you know, about her,
Minotaur.
like King Minos and shit like that.
Gotcha.
And the Minotaur and all that, yeah. They said what Cancer was, but I forgot.
Whatever, you remember.
No.
You remember your sign.
No. It had to do with one of Hercules' 12 labors. I think when he fought the Hydra, and Hera sent the crabs, these giant fucking crabs, after him and they didn't slow him down because he's motherfucking Hercules. But for their effort, Hera was like, yeah, stars.
For the beast
For
effort?
them, yeah. She didn't give a good goddamn about Hercules.
No.
She was actively
hated him.
That was like the 11,000th fucking child her husband had with somebody else.
You know how bad Greek mythology fucked me up when, like, watching Hercules, the Disney movie,
Zeus
when
the
I was
loving
younger,
dad.
and they're like, yeah, loving dad, loving mom, and Hades was the bad guy, and then growing up and learning about Greek mythology, I'm like, what?
Zeus and Hera, I mean, they're all pieces of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like all of them. All of them. Nobody's great.
Every
Nobody.
single one.
Even like Norse mythology, we all are like the mighty Thor. That dude was a fucking man-child, you know? Like, he lived in a place called the Plains of Strength. You want to guess who named it the Plains of Strength? Thor.
Him.
Little fucking facetious. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for. So there were originally 13 constellations as opposed to our 12. Mm-hmm. But the Babylonians decided to just fucking ignore Ophiuchus because they already had a 12-month calendar, and were like, nah, fuck that.
That's what I mainly heard about the change.
Yeah.
That's why they made the change.
They're just like, let's not. And I guess the constellation's like he's like a snake serpent slayer kind of dude. Yeah, pretty rad.
Yeah, pretty badass. I think if he was still in it, that would have made me a. What was the one before Cancer?
I don't know the order or whatever.
I forget.
All I know is when I heard about like them doing, like, you can look it up. All I know is like when they were talking about like, oh, you know, they changed, so your signs changed, and they said I was like an Aries all of a sudden. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
It would have made me a late Gemini. The twins.
The twins. Yeah, I read what myth that had to do with too. I forgot their names, but it was like two brothers, twins or whatever, and then they ended up like getting split, and now they have to like share a body.
One was or they were both serving their general father, and they ended up fighting each other, and he went to go attack his father, and the other one stood in front of him, and he killed his brother. But then the father looked at him and was like, "Let me accept you," and they became dark side. Star Wars. So I was doing Star Wars.
I was like,
the Old Republic, the twins.
Oh, I was like, where are you going with this? It's like
I was saying the Star Wars cinematic.
I don't know if you could feel me like leaning in.
I saw it.
What is it?
The eyes start getting more
narrow,
squinty.
And turning. What the fuck?
You're like, this isn't what I heard.
What the fuck are you on about? So in the 2nd century, astrologer, astrologer Ptolemy. I've
heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of Ptolemies. I don't know which one. There's fucking so many.
It's like 1700.
Not that guy. Ptolemy, he was obsessed with getting horoscopes as accurate as possible and actually attempted the first world map just so he could chart the relationship between a person's place of birth and the heavenly bodies. And that's actually supposed to be how we got geography.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Funny how that all worked out.
Everything helps everything else in some way, shape, or form.
Right. Even if the one thing doesn't work out, probably help something else down the road, you know?
The world is a connection of a bunch of webs. You could, from one thing, you can be like, oh, that came from this, and that came from that, and this over here, but it also led to this, and this had to go this and that. It's just a big web.
A big web. All right. I got a few more talking points here about the history. So, by the 13th century, astrology had become a part of regular medical practice in Europe. And doctors in the 1500s were required by law to calculate the position of the moon before certain medical operations like surgery or bloodletting, which I think is kind of hilarious.
Why is that?
That was just part of the, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, routine, ritual, fucking...
They thought the moon was having gravitational pull on the blood, and if the moon wasn't in the correct position, then there'd be too much blood lost during the fucking surgery.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could think about it.
Well, I mean, comparatively, doctors back then compared to today were dumb.
Dumb.
Well, let's not beat around the bush. Fucking dumb. Yeah, you got demons in your blood, bro. We gotta get them out.
Hey, but I mean, 2,000 years from now, those doctors
They'll probably
are gonna
look back
at
on us and be
like,
like, fucking savages, you know?
idiots,
Yeah.
morons.
For sure. It's all a matter of perspective. Also, astrology's been all over literature, like Dante's Inferno, where astrologers are stumbling around with their heads twisted around backwards. Damn. I heard that.
If you're like with heads turned around back, I just went.
And he went, oh, like this? Yeah. Turn it around.
Scorpion vagina.
Yeah. Fucking unbaptized babies. Just,
Oh
Jesus.
God.
It's not their fault they weren't baptized. Come on.
Yeah, seriously.
I get mad about that part.
Blame the parents.
Yeah. Yeah. So with, Dante writing about them with their heads fucking turned around backwards, I'm sensing Dante might not have been the biggest fan of astrologists.
No, you don't think so?
He's just like, you guys walk around with your heads fucking backwards, dumb fucks.
Fucking headless chicken.
That's why you're in hell. Because you're looking up at the stars.
That snuck up on me. That is probably why. I mean, Dante's was fucking Christian, so he believed in, God alone. Probably looking at astrologers, seeing them as, they're worshiping the stars when they should be worshiping God. So that's why he probably thought.
Probably.
That would make sense to me.
That's how I would look at it. My last talking point being there's people like Tycho Brahe, Galileo Galilei, and Johannes Kepler, who were scientists and astrologers, but their big dick science boy discoveries ended up decisively making the separation between astrology and astronomy. Yeah, because they were both.
Yeah,
but then realized a little more science.
Yeah, I don't know why you brought up Galileo. I think did they talk about him in fucking Philadelphia? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Galileo?
Yeah, there's like an episode where they're talking about religion and whether it was real or not. And he's like, the one talking point was the guy saying, "Oh, well, there's nothing scientifically based to prove that God is real, and you're just trusting you're trusting a book written by people a long time ago, and blah blah blah." He's like, that's a fair point. Oh, by the way, do you know any of these scientists? He's like, I mean, no. Huh. It was like a whole fucking scene. But he goes, so you're putting your trust into books written by people that you've never met. He's like, and he says it in a way that goes, it's almost like faith.
Okay.
And then I was like,
was it Dennis who made that argument?
that's the one that wears like the polos all the time, or the button ups. I forget his name. Yeah, the slick back.
Oh, Mac?
I watched that show when I was like,
Did he have a little like facial hair or none?
none.
That was Dennis then.
Mm.
Skinnier guy.
Mm-hmm.
Love Dennis. He's fucking like him is sitting there in the car eating his cereal. Ha! You stupid bitch! As he's just fucking eating cereal.
So yeah, it was just funny. That just reminded me of that because he was calling he's like, these were all the smartest men in the world at some point in time, and they eventually became a bitch. Stupid bitch.
I haven't watched. I used to watch this shit out of It's Always Sunny. I haven't watched it in a long time. But I watched so much of it like a while.
I watched it like a few episodes here and there. I always liked it and watched it, but I never religiously watched it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I watched it a lot.
So, astrology, for you guys that kind of missed it, astrology is a belief system that suggests a correlation between celestial phenomena and events on Earth, as well as individual personalities and human affairs. It posits that the positions and movements of celestial bodies such as stars, planets, and the moon can influence human behavior and events. Astrology often involves creating horoscopes based on the positions of these celestial bodies at the time of a person's birth.
Yeah.
So we all know that deals with the zodiac signs. You know, what's your sign?
What's your sign?
In astrology, there are 12 of them, as Matt had stated before.
I did.
Used to be 13. They got rid of the one because they're like 12-month calendar, 12 signs.
Plus 13's a stupid fucking number.
It's unlucky also.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's also another reason why I don't know when that unlucky thing actually came about, actually.
I don't know either. Reminds me of like the Tom Segura stand-up bit where he's talking about how we don't have 13th floor on like any buildings.
Yeah.
Because we're like, that's a scary number. Stupid. It just goes 10, 11, 12, 14. You're like, what?
What's on the 13th floor?
There is none.
No. You can't just skip floors.
They fucking do it all the time.
So these signs are based on the position of the sun. The 12 signs. Sorry, there's a hair. Just fucking floating right in front of me. These signs are Aries, Taurus,
That's me.
Gemini, Gemini,
What the fuck?
Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, the coolest one, I would say.
Sagittarius?
He's the archer. He's a oh my god, I'm forgetting the mythical creature.
Centaur?
Yeah, thank you. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Piscis.
I was like, huh?
Pisces.
Pisces.
You're like, you keep fucking me up with your stupid pronunciations.
Pisces.
I told you I'm learning to read.
Try harder.
They send you back to grade school.
Yeah. Hit the factory reset on that.
So I looked up, what may have been some new developments in the field of astrology.
Yeah.
Because there are people who do think of it as a science. Most think of it as a pseudoscience. So, yeah. In recent years, astrology has seen some developments, particularly in how it's practiced and interpreted. Some trends include integration. Integration.
Integration.
Thank you.
Can I stop you for a second?
No.
I don't know if you care, but the back of your hair is like sticking up.
Yeah.
It's still.
The back of it?
There you go. You that part. You got it.
Yeah, I found
It was like. I just did.
because I was fucking with my headphones earlier.
Because I know if it was me and I watched it and saw that and you didn't tell me the whole time, I'd be pissed. So, got you. Sorry. How many times have you done that?
So, integration with technology, astrology apps, and online platforms have made astrology more accessible and personalized, allowing users to generate their birth charts, receive daily horoscopes, and connect with astrologers remotely. 2. Evolutionary astrology. This approach focuses on personal growth and spiritual development, using astrology as a tool for self-awareness and transformation rather than just prediction. I have seen like them using tools or using it as a guidance for how to handle situations emotionally. Like for me being a Cancer, typically we're supposed to be this hard shell on the outside, but really we're just soft little crybabies on the inside. What happened? What's wrong, Matt?
I just didn't expect you to explain it that way. Made me laugh.
But I mean, that's essentially what that's why it's a crab, hard shell, soft inside. So they say that we can be very good at understanding emotion, but we are also susceptible to being overly emotional, right? So in some of these apps or different tools that they use, they try to give you ways to cope, to understand yourself, which I think is actually a cool way of looking at astrology nowadays.
Yeah, I like
Instead
that.
of just this is how your day's gonna go.
Yeah, instead of just gotta check my horoscope every morning.
It's like, you know how many people were born in between June 20th and July 20th?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking people that you're just blanket statement.
Yeah, and we all just gotta react the same way.
Yeah. Not gonna happen.
Nah.
So the fact that they're doing it like this,
I like that.
Kind of cool. Astrology and popular culture. Astrology has become more mainstream, with celebrities openly discussing their signs and astrology memes and content circulating widely on social media platforms. Mainly being mocked.
Right.
But there are times where, like, I like the funny memes of Gen Z being talked about, and they're like, it's giving Virgo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you're just like,
Oh God. Here we go.
intersectionality. Some astrologers are incorporating concepts of social justice, feminism, and inclusivity into their practice, recognizing the importance of considering factors like race, gender, and sexuality in astrological interpretations. Number 5, scientific exploration. While astrology remains outside the realm of mainstream science, there is ongoing research into its psychological and sociological aspects, exploring how people perceive and use astrology in their lives. So these developments reflect a growing interest in astrology and its potential for personal insight, empowerment, and cultural relevance, which is what I think is kind of cool about astrology nowadays. Now that people have gone past the prediction parts of it all, and they started to use it as more of a way to mainly just understand each other, understand yourself, and just use it as a tool. That's basically it, how I see it.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, when it comes down to it, as humans, we all are really just looking for answers and any kind of explanation to this shit show we call life.
And there are people that would rather look to the stars because they feel that the stuff here on Earth isn't suiting them well enough. So why not look up?
Yeah.
Vast. Yeah. You can find a lot of answers probably, and also none at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why it's all up to your imagination.
Yep.
Imagination. So I wanted to go through each sign and just basically
this is what I wanted.
Generally, like how each sign is viewed.
Okay.
Just on a general basis.
I'll tell you right now, me, lazy, hungry,
hard-headed.
He's a fucking bull, so yeah.
Yeah, Taurus, yeah, for sure.
But they also are very loving. But
used to have a Taurus girlfriend, and she was a no. No, she was cool. We did.
What the fuck do you mean? Used to?
What?
Son of a bitch.
Not you. All right. So
I'm still in.
I'm still in it, baby.
And they're like swimwear.
Aries. Aries is known for being bold, ambitious, and energetic.
Sure.
They are natural leaders with a pioneering spirit and competitive nature. The competitive nature I could definitely tell because I believe Aries is a fire sign. It is a fire sign. Mm-hmm. My sister is an Aries. Sometimes I'll look at her stuff just to see. And there's things that I'm like, yeah, that fucking matches you wholeheartedly, you piece of shit. No. You motherfucker.
You fucking sack of shit.
Dude, she's got a fiery spirit, all right. Natural leader, probably, but more of people would just want to follow her because of her personality rather than her having mentoring.
Well, probably does
practices.
have that, natural leadership. Just that aspect of her character has yet to be refined, perhaps.
It's the charisma.
Mm-hmm.
So
Goes a long fucking way.
the charisma helps her out, but she doesn't have the nurturing side. So to be a natural leader, you also have to know how to nurture as well. Mm-hmm. And while she can sometimes, it's just every now and then doesn't show.
Yeah.
So, but again, we're talking about astrology. It's a pseudoscience, so take it how you will. You got your Taurus. Taurus is characterized by their stability, practicality, and determination.
Yeah.
Matt, we talked about a couple weeks ago how you quit games because you're just like, fuck this.
Not right away. I try for a long time, and then I finally go, this is not fun anymore. Why am I doing this if I'm not having fun? Fuck this game. I'm going to go do something else fun. Fuck. That's all.
That is supposed to be stable too. What the?
I am until I'm not. But they say that you don't mess with the bull, you get the horns. They're not always fucking stable.
Yeah.
Show them red and they're like, motherfucker.
They are reliable and possess a strong sense of loyalty, but can also be stubborn at times.
Yep.
At times.
Whatever, you crybaby ass bitch. Wasn't gonna go there, but here we are. I mean, you didn't have to say all that, but all right.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. No, Matt does have strong loyalty though, that's for sure.
Thanks.
Out of all those things, loyalty is one.
Thanks for that Band-Aid at the very
Gemini. This is my father.
But Gemini, all crazy. Next. Mom's a Gemini too. Oh yeah, fucking same birthday.
Bipolar.
Same birthday.
Gemini is curious, adaptable, and versatile. They are known for their quick wit, communication skills, and love of variety and change.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about my father's personality, and while he does like to go out and about and do things and hang out with family, especially when he's home, he's home. He's homebody. I'm here. I don't want to fucking do shit. So,
see, that's me too.
That's for sure. I got
so is.
Matt, come on, come do the podcast. Kind of tired. I got drinks for you.
All right.
All right, but it's gonna be a short night.
All right, I'll be there.
It's funny because he'll be like, it's a short night, but then it'll end up just being a normal night.
It ends up being a long one anyway. And, can't be too mad at that.
Cancer, me. Cancer is nurturing. Cancer is nurturing, sensitive, and intuitive. They are deeply empathetic and value family and home, but can also be prone to moodiness and emotional sensitivity. Told you, fucker.
Hit it. Hit the nail right on the head on that one.
Leo.
Those prideful sons of bitches.
Should I say what kind of signs they are? Because like Taurus would be considered an earth sign.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Gemini, I believe, is an air sign.
I think.
Cancer is a water sign. Leo is confident, charismatic.
What's a Leo?
Leo is a fire. Very fire. Yep.
Prideful motherfuckers, man.
Pride. Lion. Leo.
Yeah. Nailed it.
Life is like a circle. It's like a circle. Leo is confident, charismatic, and passionate. They are natural leaders who love being in the spotlight and thrive on admiration and praise. Yes, praise me, bitch.
I am the lion, the king of the jungle, yes.
I am the lion. Hear me roar. Rawr. Rawr. A little squeak. Virgo.
What the fuck's a Virgo again? It's the lady,
The
right?
Virgin.
Yeah, I was like the lady.
Virgo, the Virgin. And I'm pretty sure they are a
Water.
Earth sign. What?
Just the doom doom in the background.
Just fucking.
Okay.
Honestly, can't remember what Virgo. I think it may actually be a water sign. Virgo is analytical, practical, and detail-oriented. They are perfectionists who excel at organization and problem solving, but can also be overly critical of themselves and others. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but Aries is March to April. March 20, and take it as you will. It's basically the 20th of each month to the 20th
Of the next month.
of the next month. So March to April, Aries. April to May, Taurus. May to June, Gemini. June to July, Cancer. Leo is July to August. Virgo is August to September. Libra is September to October. Libra is diplomatic, charming, and sociable. They value harmony and fairness in relationships and have a keen sense of aesthetics and beauty. Libra's the scales.
That's what it was. The scales of justice.
Mm-hmm. Scorpio.
Evil.
Evil.
All of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't like Scorpio. No.
Sexy evil people is what they are.
I've heard they were like, oh, they always Scorpios fucking sexy and love sex and sex drives up here. I'm just like,
I don't know,
you
man.
could just say you're a slut. It's okay.
I don't know, man. I've never looked at a scorpion and been, yeah,
No, not even the ones in Dante's Inferno.
definitely, especially not those ones.
So Scorpio is intense, passionate, and determined. They are fiercely loyal and possess strong instincts, but can also be secretive and prone to jealousy. I can see that.
Yep.
Sagittarius, November to December. Sagittarius is adventurous, optimistic, and independent. They love exploring new ideas and experiences and are known for their philosophical outlook on life.
Smart motherfuckers, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah. Good for them.
Actually, I don't know if I know anyone who openly is like, yeah, I'm a Sagittarius.
I'm sure I know one, but I couldn't fucking tell you who.
Capricorn, this is my other sister. Capricorn and my girlfriend.
Huh.
Capricorn is disciplined, ambitious, and pragmatic. They are hardworking and goal-oriented with a strong sense of responsibility and tradition. That is super my sister, for sure. And a little bit of my girlfriend.
A little bit.
But definitely, like, the strong sense of responsibility, my sister's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, financially, she's...
Got it together.
She got it down.
Sick.
Me? I'm just fucking... What is that? I want that. Money.
Take it. That's why you show me something. I'm like, you always buying dumb shit. It's fun.
But you fucking play with it all the time.
It's fun. But I'm like, yeah, I get it. I do it too. I was this close to buying those stupid fucking foam gun blaster things like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, had it not been for California's stupid ass laws, you would have.
I would have a couple.
Couple.
I would have had for sure at least one, but by now.
Woo!
The wambulance.
And then next we have Aquarius. What's that one? That one play?
Age of Aquarius.
Age of Aquarius, right?
It's my first show I was in.
It's the age
of Aquarius. That's all I got after that part.
Yeah, I don't know the rest of that. I just know that little.
We played that song in the show, and I was like, this song's fucking lame. Whoa!
Pretty, yeah. Aquarius, January to February. Aquarius is innovative, independent, and humanitarian. They value freedom and individuality and are often ahead of their time in their thinking and ideas. They sound pretentious.
That's why, like, you know,
I already thought of that.
I'm so fucking in tune. You don't even know.
All right, got it. Just a big sigh.
Okay. You're sounding like a real spiritual dickhead right now.
It's giving. It's giving
Aquarius.
It's giving Aquarius.
That's why, like, the 70s, Summer of Love, all that bullshit was the age of Aquarius. People thinking ahead of their time and being in tune and all that shit.
And humanitarian.
Especially that.
And then the last but kind of least, Pisces, February to March. Pisces is compassionate, imaginative, and intuitive. They are deeply empathetic and creative, but can also be prone to escapism and idealism. That's a little bit of my mom. A little bit. Yeah. Tiny bit.
Yeah. I mean, see, the thing is, like, that's why, like, no one sign, like, perfectly describes somebody. Because, like, I hear things from all these other signs. I'm like, I do that. Okay, I can do that, too, I do that shit, too. So,
the reason why is because in astrology, recently they've started coming out with this new thing of ascendant. Your ascendant sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign.
We were talking about that last week.
In astrology, the ascendant sign, also known as the rising sign, is the zodiac sign that was rising on the eastern horizon at the moment of your birth. It represents the way you present yourself to the world, your outer personality, and your initial approach to new situations. Your sun sign, also known as your star sign, so this is your actual legitimate, this would be Taurus for you.
Okay.
Is determined by the position of the sun at the time of your birth. It represents your core identity, ego, and essence of who you are. It's a sign most people are familiar with when they say, or when they ask, what's your sign?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the moon sign, or your lunar sign, is determined by the position of the moon at the time of your birth.
No shit. Sorry.
It represents your emotions, inner feelings, and subconscious tendencies. It reflects your emotional needs and how you instinctively react to situations.
So like your secret sign.
Yeah. It's kind of like that whole, I think it was the Japanese that came up with the 3 masks.
The 3 masks. The one we show to the world.
The one you show to your friends and family, and then the one you don't show to anyone. So it almost has like a tie to that philosophical idea.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like a circle.
And that's why they came up with that, because they were like, that makes sense. There's a lot of people that, like you said, I match more with this than Taurus. So why am I just a Taurus? Why am I supposed to act like just a Taurus? So they figured that kind of makes sense. We have more celestial bodies in the air, in the sky, that could affect us. And here you go. Here's the answer. So together, the ascendant, sun sign, and moon sign provide a more comprehensive understanding of an individual's personality and how they interact with the world around them in different ways. So that's the one when I was asking you what your time, location, and I already knew your birthday. So,
and I was like, all I got's the location, bro. I don't know what time. I think after midnight. I don't know.
Yeah. So, it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. Astrology. I've always enjoyed talking about it. It's an interesting topic to me, especially when you start looking up your own stuff and you read off certain qualities that you're supposed to have, or not necessarily supposed to have, but what you would tend to have on some, however. I think of it, interestingly enough, that it's possible that it could have an effect on you without you thinking about it. Like, you'd have to be deep into thought thinking about it. Surface level, science based, and thinking about what we know of for science now, you would definitely think to yourself, all right, that's kind of bullshit. How are the celestial bodies supposed to affect me? They're thousands of light years, millions of light years, billions of light years away from me. How is that affecting me in any way, shape, or form?
Right.
I get it, right? I think about that a lot too. However, we are made of the cosmos. The Earth altogether is made of cosmic dust, right? Earth can also be affected by the sun. There's certain, matter of fact, the northern lights.
Mm.
You see that? That's radiation from the sun hitting Earth.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not affecting Earth in some way, shape, or form.
Certainly.
Sun flares. When we get sun flares or solar storms hitting our atmosphere, it fucks with satellites. It fucks with Wi-Fi. It can disturb certain frequencies or waves on Earth and can throw our technology out of whack. Why wouldn't it affect people when they're born?
Yeah.
There's certain pools, like the moon affects the ocean, affects tidal waves, right?
Which I still don't understand, but yeah.
Why could it not affect you? The ocean itself is massive, weighs a lot, yet the gravity of the moon can't affect it. What makes you think it can't affect you? That's the way I started like getting into it. And it's not like I'm full blown defending astrology, because I do think it's more philosophical than it is science.
Yeah, sure.
But if we were to go at it in a science base, maybe, why not?
Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry.
You're like, he's getting too deep into it. Shut him the fuck up. But I think about that a lot, and you could think of a star exploding, light years away. Those waves are going to hit us at some point.
Yep.
We may not feel it, but it could happen. You could see scientists can pick up certain waves, certain frequencies using whatever technology they use to see a wave hit Earth or come towards our planet. Who knows? I think maybe they do have an effect. We don't know. We don't know how gravity exactly works. We just know that it exists in some way, shape, or form.
Yep.
Right? They're still trying to figure out gravity. There's no legitimate answer as to what gravity is, right? But we know that it affects everything within our cosmos. It could affect you for sure. Yeah. It does affect you.
Yeah, why not?
So that's my take on why I like astrology sometimes, and I think about when people are like, "That's bullshit. The cosmos and the stars are supposed to affect us." Yeah, okay, sure, guy.
I don't know.
We don't know.
I don't know, maybe.
I'm not saying it does, but I'm giving you a counterpoint, right?
Yeah.
I like to have conversation, and I like giving people counterpoints to see if they can actually think intellectually and give different counterpoints, and we can actually have a conversation about it, rather than just sit there and be like, yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, nope, you're wrong, dumbass. Nope.
The only reason why science is the way it is because there's people there to challenge it. You are always supposed to challenge science. Otherwise, it does not grow. They say, fuck. I wish I could have the guy that quoted it. And I wish I could have the quote immediately up, readily available. But they said that if you just accept science for what it is, instead of challenging it, most times, or there are times where it's kind of like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Fucking when we talk about the mitochondria shit, the plants and photosynthesis and stuff, they were witnessing that under microscopes, and they were watching it happen. So they were like, okay, yeah, so this is kind of what it is. But in regards to the things that we don't know, always challenge it. There's ways to challenge it without being like a condescending asshat about it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, the scientists basically just said that if we just accepted science as is, someone just stated something and then no one challenged it, we'd still be back in
for sure. Yeah.
Babylonian times,
right? And
Greek times.
And you're supposed to challenge your beliefs. If you're just like you basically said, if you're just blindly following like a fucking sheep,
that's called a cult.
Yeah. And spoiler alert, those don't usually work out.
And that goes for science. It goes for philosophy. It goes for religion.
Everything.
Challenge it. You can have disbelief but still have faith in something.
Yeah.
We're all playing a game, right? And we're all just trying to have fun. playing this game. We're trying to be like Matt. We just want to have fun.
Yeah. And if I'm not, I'm fucking out of here.
Fucking no. Okay.
Couldn't help myself. Saw an opportunity and I took it.
But I figured that'd be a good closing point. Just throwing it out there, everyone. Believe in what you want to believe. Be ready to be challenged.
Mm-hmm.
But also understand that we are all trying to have just open dialogues and just have fun through life. And
hey, you know, for the people who are like avid astrology, horoscope, you know, shitters, people who are like, nah, fuck, that's bullshit. People who are like that, like, hey, man, like I said earlier, at the end of the day, a lot of people are just looking for some kind of answer, some kind of comfort they can find anywhere. Nobody's getting hurt.
Life is hard enough already.
You know,
we don't need you making it worse.
Right. Enjoy the little things. Quit being a dick. Let people enjoy things.
Yeah.
You know, within reason. When you start looking at like your horoscope for like to plan out every single thing in your life, that's a problem.
Well, then that also goes into the thing of you're just following it
just blindly following. Yeah. So it's like a balance. You gotta get balance.
Yeah. That's like a circle.
Like a circle.
But I figure we'll close it there. That will do it for today's episode of Big Effin Nerds. We appreciate you guys for coming in. Don't forget to like the videos, share them. Also, give a review. Give us some stars on Spotify. Give us those thumbs up on YouTube.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't forget to get people involved with us. Let them know in the comments what they would like for us to do a topic on.
Yep.
You know, we can only think of so much on the top of our own heads.
Yeah.
So having some outside help would be cool, and it would also give us a reason to learn something new.
Hell yeah. And that's what we're here for.
Absolutely.
Stay learning. Yeah, so that's gonna do her for this week, buddy. Yep. Next week we decided we're gonna be going back into Star Wars because it's our favorite.
Yeah.
And we're gonna look into some of the like fan fictions that are out there, you know? Like, I don't know, what one little thing would have been different in Star Wars if this person had done this instead of that, or had gone this way instead of that way, you know?
Yeah, like what if Obi-Wan died instead of Qui-Gon?
Or what if, you know, Darth Maul was beaten in that fight and Anakin was trained by Qui-Gon like he was supposed to, you know? Like that's the duel of fates. Because the fate they're dueling for is Anakin, and realistically, they lost.
And then, like, also, what if Anakin didn't stop Mace Windu?
He'd have killed him.
There's a lot of good fanfics out there that I've read, and I would definitely like to talk about them.
Yeah, and it's just cool to think, like, you know, we have this established universe, but like, just it's always the Marvel question, you know, what if? But what if this?
Which,
but what if?
They should be making a What If series soon on Star Wars. So
that's cool. I still got to watch season 2 of the Marvel What If. Speaking of that,
same.
Yeah. That shit was cool. Season 1 was super cool.
Yeah, I liked it. I like you saw some ties into some of the Marvel movies later on.
I still just love how when Ultron got all the Infinity Stones, and Thanos shows up like I am inevitable, and then Ultron's like, huh, and just cuts him in half. He just goes, huh, I'm just like,
I am inevitable.
No, you are dead. Yep. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. Getting a little fan fiction, get a little wanderlust, you know, for Star Wars there. See what could happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, be ready to join us next week in a galaxy far, far away. And, you know, super long time ago. And from super a super galaxy hella far away from super duper long ago. Anyway.
I'm just sitting here just fucking.
I can't believe you're fucking this whole thing.
You got it so good. No, I'm kidding.
Where they have laser swords. I remember I cracked up in Mandalorian when he said laser sword. You know?
Oh, like, yeah.
Bitch, you never seen a lightsaber before? The fucking dong. Get out of here. So, join us next week. When we get in spacey. Star Wars and spacey. Anyway, on that note, later, taters.
To be continued.